Good morning, class. In the previous video, we started with a new chapter, namely India physical features. Now, in the previous video also, we learned about the location and extent of India, the neighboring countries of India, and the different political divisions of India. I asked you to make certain corrections. India is divided politically, that is, into 28 states and 9 union territories. The state of Jammu and Kashmir, according to the 31st October 2019 ruling, where at Article 35A was scrapped, the state of Jammu and Kashmir has been bifurcated into the union territories of Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir. Now today we are going to learn about the 6 major physical divisions of India. I want you to turn to page number 73. Now, first will be the northern mountains, which you see marked over here in brown. Then you see the northern plains marked in green. Then you have the peninsular plateau, which is further divided into the Malwa plateau, the Chota Nagpur plateau, and the Deccan plateau. To your left, to the west of India, you will find the Great Indian Desert. Then we have the coastal plains. Here you see the Konkan coast, Kandla coast over here, then Konkan coast, Malabar coast, and Coromandel coast here, then Sircar coast, and you have the Western Ghats to the west and Eastern Ghats towards the Bay of Bengal. Now, coming to page number 73, we'll start with the northern mountains. Please pick up your pencils. Mark whatever I ask you to underline and write down the terms where I ask you to write them down. The northern mountains are geologically young and structurally a fold mountain system. Fold mountain system, mountains which were formed due to the folding of the earth's crust due to tectonic movement of the plates. The lofty mountain ranges in the north run from the Pamir Knot in the northwest till Arakan Yoma range to the east of Myanmar. So here we see the Pamir Knots, okay, and have they clearly shown the Arakan Yoma range? They have not shown over here. So it runs till here into the east of Myanmar. Turning the page, we come to the Himalayan range. Now the northern mountain range has been divided into 3 different ranges, all 3 ranges running parallel to each other. First of all, the Himalayan range. The Himalayas, known as the abode of snow, is a young fold mountain and forms an arc-shaped chain that runs along the northern frontiers of India. Frontiers mean northern borders of India. The part of Himalayan range merges with several other ranges such as the Zanskar and the Karakoram in the north and is known as the Trans-Himalayan ranges. Now, we'll quickly go and see the Zanskar and the Karakoram ranges over here. Can you see the Ladakh range, the Zanskar range, children, the Karakoram, Pir Panjal, Shivalik, Shipki La Pass over here. Now coming back to page number 74. The extent of Himalayas is 2,500 km from Kashmir in the west to Arunachal Pradesh in the east. Towards the east, some low-lying ranges diverge out from the main Himalayas range to form the Purvanchal or the eastern hills. The width of the Himalayan range varies as the western part is the widest with 400 km, which reduces up to 160 km towards the eastern edge. Now children, whatever you see underlined over here, make sure that you are underlining as well. Now that was the Himalayan range, that is the highest range of the northern mountains. The Himalayan mountain system consists of 3 parallel ranges from north to south in its longitudinal extent, which are discussed here in detail. Now, the Himalayan range is divided into the Himadri, the Himachal, and the Shivaliks. That is, the Himalayan range is another word for the northern mountain range. Now coming to Himadri. The Himadri is the northwestern range of the Himalayas with an average altitude of 6,000 meters above the sea level. It is also known as the Greater Himalayas. Mount Everest, 8,848 meter, the world's highest peak, lies in this range in Nepal, while Kanchenjunga, the highest peak in India, that is 8,598 meter, lies in Sikkim. So all these facts you are aware of. Just pay attention, children. The other important peaks in this range are Nanga Parbat, Nanda Devi, Annapurna and Makalu. There are some famous mountain passes in the ranges such as Baralachala, Rohtang Pass, Shipkila, Zojila, Thagala, Nathula and Jerapla. La means pass. The famous Gangotri and Yamunotri glaciers, from where river Ganga and river Yamuna originate respectively, are also located in this range. Let us quickly go back to page number 73 and see whether they have shown the glaciers over there. No. You see the Gandak, Ghagra, Gomti, Ganga, Yamuna, Chambal, Betwa, all these rivers marked clearly over here. Padma Meghna and Jammu. Then we have Mansar over here, children. Then we see the 5 rivers here running from Punjab, flowing from Punjab, sorry. Then we have the Shipkila Pass here. Kundun range we can see, that's all. Okay, the glaciers are not marked here. Okay, now coming back to page number 73. Now, after the Himadri, we go to the Himachal. The Himachal range, meaning the lap of snow, lies between the Himadri and Shivaliks, also known as the Middle or Lesser Himalayas. This range is at an average height of 1,500 meter to 4,500 meter. The Pir Panjal range in Kashmir and Dhauladhar range in Himachal Pradesh are parts of the Himachal range. Valleys such as Kashmir, Kangra and Kullu are situated in between Himadri and Himachal. Now this particular range, Himachal range, is known for its fruit orchards. Now the Shivaliks, the lower or the lesser Himalayas. It is the southernmost range of Himalayas with an average altitude between 1000 meter and 1200 meter, right, above the sea level. It is also called the Outer Himalayas. The foothills of Shivaliks have marshy areas called Tarai. There are a number of famous hill stations located in this range, namely Darjeeling, Dehradun. Dehradun is a valley, children. It is not a hill station. Though at places you will find the topography is such that you will mistake it for a low-lying hilly area, but it is a valley. Mussoorie, of course, is a hill station like just 30 kilometers above Dehradun. Nainital, Manali and Shimla. There are some narrow valleys located in Shivaliks known as dunes. Dehradun is one such famous valley. Shivalik range is a rich source of timber since it is covered with mixed vegetation which comprises of sal, teak, oak, pine and chestnut trees. Now coming to the Trans-Himalayan range. The ranges beyond the Himalayas consist of the Karakoram, Ladakh and Zanskar ranges. This we have already seen. These are high mountains lying between the Pamir Plateau and Indus River in the northwest of India. Underline all this. The second highest peak in the world, K2 or Mount Godman Austen, 8,611 meter, is in this range. Underline that also. The world's largest mountain glaciers, Siachen and Baltoro, form part of the Karakoram range. Now again, these two famous glaciers have not been marked in the physical map given over here. So once you come back to school, we'll open up a large physical map of India and we will locate these. Now coming to the Purvanchal, also known as the Eastern Hills. It lies along the northeast borders of India. These hills comprise of the Patkai Bum and the Naga Hills in the north and Mizo Hills in the south. Please underline, the average altitude of the Purvanchal is of less than 3000 meter and above the sea level. The hills are also known by the local names such as Garo, Khasi, Jayantia, Lushai and Mizo Hills. Please underline that. Now children, let us go back to page number 73 and look at the Purvanchal range over here. Can you see clearly the Patkai Hills? You see, this is the Patkai Hill. Then we have the Naga Hill, the Garo Khasi, Jayantia And then we have the Meghalaya's plateau, then the Lumbai Hills, Lushai, sorry, right? So this is the Jalapla. Okay, we learned about this pass. So this is the northeastern hill range over here, and Trans-Himalayan, we learned about this, the Karakoram, the Ladakh and the Zanskar ranges, Pir Panjal. Now again, K2 or Mount Godwin Austen has not been marked over here, so we'll have to look up all these things in this map available in school. Now as of now, we will begin the northern plains in the next class. So as of now, I want you to learn the three different parallel mountain systems of the Himalayan ranges, the Himadri, the Himachal, the Shivalik, and I want you to learn thoroughly about the Trans-Himalayan range and the Purvanchal range. Anything which you have not understood, please note it down and we'll discuss it when the school reopens. Thank you.